Today I'm making a delicious chocolate ice cream in my ice cream machine and with a sneaky little bit of Sailor Jerry's just for an interesting taste. So this is what we need. We basically need some heavy cream, some milk, a little bit of sugar and some egg yolks. And of course, some chocolate. Now I'm going to use dark chocolate, that's what I suggest to be best. Alcohol is not necessary, but I highly recommend it, just it helps it from freezing too much. Let's get straight into making this ice cream. So I'm going to start over here with 1/3 cup of caster sugar. Put that into like about a medium bowl, and then I want 5 egg yolks. And we want to give this a really good whisk until it kind of turns a bit of a lighter pale yellow. Probably take you about a good, maybe minute and a half. All right, this is looking good, so I'm going to set that to the side. Then into a saucepan, we're going to put 2 cups of thickened cream, 1/2 cup of milk, and then 180 grams of chocolate. So I would suggest dark chocolate here. And then we want to stir this over some medium heat until all the chocolate's melted and the cream is nice and warmed through. Not hot and not simmering or boiling, just nice and quite warm to the touch. So this is looking like a really good consistency. And what we want to do is combine this chocolate milk and cream sauce with our egg mixture. Now you can just give this a little bit of a mix again to make sure it's all nicely combined, but the trick is we don't want to pour this straight into this chocolate warm mixture because the eggs could curdle and it could get all weird. What we want to do is just pour a little bit of this mixture in like this. Give it a nice whisk until it's all combined. Should also just make it a bit runnier for a minute. And then we want to pour this mixture then back into the saucepan. Just we'll give that a little mix to combine. Then we want to put this back over some low to medium heat just until it starts to thicken up, and it should coat the back of the spoon very comfortably without dripping off quickly, and then we'll be ready to start churning it. All right, so this is looking perfect. It is nice and thickened up, and as I showed you, a quick way to test this is to run your finger through the spoon, and if it doesn't run off, it's good to go. So this is the time that you really want to give this a bit of a taste. So it should taste obviously similar to how it will turn out as ice cream, except the texture will be vastly different. It's good to me. I've added a little dark chocolate. If you like it a bit sweeter, maybe add a bit of milk chocolate, but this is nice for me. But this is where we want to come along and add a little bit of alcohol. Now here I've got a Sailor Jerry's, which is just a spiced rum. You can use really whatever you like, even like a hazelnut liqueur would be really good, or coffee liqueur if you like coffee kind of chocolate flavors. But this is just really going to add a bit more to this ice cream and stop it from freezing and becoming super, super hard. You don't need much. I would just do probably a shot, say 30-40 millimeters, like that should be plenty. And give it a little mix around, and of course taste it again until you're happy with the amount of alcohol flavor in there. All right, I'm happy with this. Got just a nice little hint of spiced rum in there. Now, what you should really be doing is chilling this in the fridge first until it just cools down. I'm sometimes a little lazy and like to do this quickly and just pour it straight into the ice cream machine, which is fine with the model I have because it has a compressor and it chills it itself in the bucket. So it does speed up the process and make it a lot easier. But let's head over to the machine and I'll show you what settings I use.
For the ice cream, I like to just use the automatic settings, meaning the machine sets the temperature itself. On the left side is the bucket and the paddle, which churns and freezes the mixture, turning it into ice cream. Carefully pour your mixture into the bucket, making sure to clean up any spills, as if it falls between the bucket and the machine, excess liquid can freeze and then just disrupts the process. Then spin the dial to set the desired thickness of the ice cream. I usually go for kind of a gelato or an ice cream texture, as I like it a bit thicker. You can also just add some yogurt in here, and as you can see on the settings, just make some frozen yogurt. That's also yummy too. If the mixture is chilled in the fridge, the process usually takes about 40 minutes, but since I'm pouring it in hot, I find it'll take about an hour and 20 minutes. Once it's done, you can serve it immediately, but I find it's best to put it in the freezer for a couple of hours just to get that right consistency. I find it starts to melt really quickly if you serve it right away. I shared the ice cream with some friends for dessert and put a few strawberries on top. It was absolutely delicious and had the most creamy and beautiful texture. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video.